Um, so yeah, this is what I thought was just like after reading like all this stuff about like I don't know, film camera moves, like film noir, just observing things. My
Mhm.
conclusion I feel like was like things can be like boring. There can be boring parts, but I think like the boring parts are like necessary. Like I'm talking about like in life, I think they're like necessary, right?
Mhm.
For those like awesome moments. And I think there needs to be more of that in like films. Like I think there needs to be more breathing room. Like everyone tries and does like something like fantastic like in, every scene, every time, like every shot. But it's like
Yeah.
sometimes it needs to just like exist.
Exactly.
Right. And that's what I saw in some of these like noir films is like there was a point where like they were just, chill like the story was still going, but this guy was like searching like they were searching for like a murderer, right? And he like he's just going around like asking people like have you seen this guy, have you seen this guy, he's doing it literally just with like a photo, right?
Mhm.
And then he goes to this apartment to like knock on the door and he hears some guy like yawn in there or whatever, and he turns and he knocks on like the other apartment door, right? So I'm like, that's sick, like we need more of that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
um so anyways, this is what I thought was a good example of it. So I was feeling like depressed, I was feeling down, I was feeling like just
Loser.
bleh, right? And like I came out of class. It was all right. Like I didn't really like get much done. It's an easy class, and it was just like eh. Then I went. I worked on a group project with someone, and we just like didn't really get much done either. Still, I was tired. I was hungry. And I was like, oh my gosh, bro. So we planned to meet up, all of us. And I'm like driving over there, and I'm like falling asleep, dude. Like it gets bad. Like I was literally just like nodding,
While
and then
driving.
yeah, like I had 4 hours of sleep the last night, and I was just like nodding. I was like, hungry still, and then when you nod off, you get scared. Like you get work alert and you get awake, but then you start to get tired again. So I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I need to just like get through. Like literally, it was like just straight on the highway for like 15 miles, and I was just so. I was like, bro, this feels so long. I've never driven this long in my life. Um, but like I get there, right? And I have this audio project, like an audio documentary, and we have to just like go around and ask people things. So I had a Zoom on me, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, I was there with the boys, and we were just messing around, like we are going up to people, like, and it kind of knows a lot of people. So we were just asking people like, yo, like, this is at their school, and I was like, we were just asking people like, what's your favorite movie, like why, stuff like that, and going around, and so we go back to the apartment and we're just like chilling, right? Like we're literally doing nothing. We don't have anything to do. Like we're just existing. And Abdul asked me, he was like, "Man, are you okay?" And I was like, "No, like like sorta, you know."
Yeah.
And then he had to leave, so he leaves, and Ken and I are just there like tossing this volleyball around, and like hit the fire alarm once or twice. But or like yeah, let's go. So he didn't. He tried out for the team at his school, but he didn't make it. So we're going to watch the girls' tryouts, right?
Yeah.
And so we go to the girls' tryouts, and we're just there. Well, actually, before we hit the girls' tryouts, we go to just like play basketball. Like it's in the same gym, you know. Um, but like yes, we go to the gym, like we play basketball, and it's like it's all right. Like didn't play bad, but like it wasn't good either. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So in my head, I was just like, man, all right, I'm just gonna accept like this day sucks. You know what I mean? I was just like, I'm just gonna accept it. Like it's all right. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
um, anyways, like we keep, just like going. Like, dude, I'm like, I have like, so my day, either I'm like sitting or standing at work. You know what I mean? I'm never like doing anything like active like that. So, like, I played like one game, and I was like done, like toasted, like sore, tired. I was like, yeah, I'm done. It wasn't even that crazy of a game, and I was like, dude, this is bad. You know what I mean?
Like it wasn't fun.
No, 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 no. Like it was, but I just meant like I get
Oh.
tired like easily. Like my body can't do as much as it could before. Like I'm just like I'm weak. And I think Abdul asked me this. He was like, because I used to work at the parkour gym,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right? So he was like, do you think you were stronger like now or like back then? And I was like, I don't know, probably back then. Like I think my mentality is better, but also like just my body, like dude, I'm like lighter. Like I don't have as much weight. Like I need to eat. I'm like malnourished, bro. And not malnourished, but just like it's bad, you know?
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, so we're going there, we're like watching the girls tryouts and we're just hanging out. I don't have anything to do. I dropped my phone in the bleachers and like we had to move all this stuff off of it and get somebody to come out and move the bleachers out and get under there and get the phone. Um, but like yeah, so we're watching the girls tryouts. Then we get to the men's like tryouts, like day 2, right? And they got cut, so we're just hanging out with this group of dudes, like 4 dudes that like got cut pretty much. So they're just
Oh.
watching and they're like, I don't know how this
Wait,
guy
did
made
you
it.
get cut or no?
No, I don't go to their school.
Oh, this is a different school.
Different school,
Sorry.
different school. Yeah, yeah. So so yeah, I'm just hanging out with them. You know what I mean? And that's why also I kind
What?
of felt like a little like lame because I was just like, dude, what am I doing like here? Like, you know what I mean? I was like, why am I not at my own school? Kind of thing. Huh?
I don't think that's weird.
Right, yeah. But I don't know. I just felt that way for the day because like, okay, so the other thing was on the way over to the gym when Ken and I were walking, I was like, you know what? Abdul's right, man. Like, I just feel like aimless, like just purpose. Like I can go do whatever. I can go do like film stuff. I could go do editing. I could do whatever. But I just feel like it's like where does it go? I go work. I go to school. I go do my stuff, and like that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, so then we go to the gym. We do our thing, and we're chilling there with these dudes, and they're talking and everything. And he mentions he's like, yo, there's one guy missing. Like Paulo's missing, and I was like, yo, and he was like, yo, go be Paulo. And I was like, no, you go beat Paulo. And he was like, nah, you got it. Like, they already know me, but they don't know you. So I was like, all right, word. So I go up to the coach, right? And I'm like, they're doing like, they're doing like a sign up sheet or something on the computer. I'm like, yo, I'm Paulo, by the way. And he's like, oh, okay, word. So,
Oh, that's so funny.
so yeah, so I'm Paulo, right? And I'm standing there and like, they're asking some dude like next to me that's like trying out as well. He's like, oh, what position are you? I'm like, oh, dude, I don't know what this kid plays. You know what I mean? So anyways, I was just chilling there, and then they were like, we're the middle blockers or whatever. And I was like, I asked the kind of I was like, yo, what is Paulo? He's like, yeah, middle. And I was like, okay, cool. So I go to the middle blockers, right? I'm like, all right, sick. So I hop in, I play like I'm like, I guess I still got nervous. Like I literally still got nervous. Like I was just like, even though like I knew I wasn't gonna like be on the team either way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
But I
yeah.
still got nervous, and I was like, all right, let's just keep it cool, Alex. Like, come on, like you're here, just play the game, like just enjoy it. Um, and now that I'm thinking about it, I might have done better because we were sitting there just watching them for so long, and we were like wanting to play. You know what I mean?
Right.
But still, from basketball, my body was like tired, like so I couldn't jump as high. Like I was just like I gassed. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, like it was just it was bad. But so we go play, and um I'm learning their formation like as they're going. So they stack and like I don't know how that works or I'm trying to figure it out. But I'm open, I'm listening, I'm like encouraging people, like, some kid came off the court, like the kid that swapped out for me, I was like, hey, you did a good job, man. Like he was like, oh, this is my first time. I'm like, you're all right, man, you did a good job. And so yeah, I go on, I'm listening to the teammates and stuff. Like I'm in a good zone, even though I'm just like, yeah, this is like, I'm feeling this way. And I got one nice block on a kid, and then I got one nice hit that like counted, like both of them were points. I touched the net on one of them, and I kind of saw, and afterwards he was like, "Yo, you touched." And I was like, "I know," I'm like, "I know." But anyways, yeah. So that happens, and then we go outside to announce the people, right? Like that made it on the team, and Akena makes it, and he was cut before. So
Oh,
what he did was he talked with the coach, and the coach was like, "Yeah, we could use your height and stuff like that." So he's like, and this is the other thing. Akena the whole time, he was like peppering. Which do you know what peppering is?
no.
So he was like, it's like just practice for volleyball. Like you practice hitting it to each other. Um, but yeah, he was doing that on the sidelines like the whole time, and he was just there at the practice still, right? So I think he talks with the coach, and then afterwards they announced that he was on the team. So that was hype, and then they announced Paulo, and I was like, no, wait, like
You made
internally,
it.
yeah, internally I was losing my like I was like, bro, I was like just suppressing it. You know what I mean? I was just like, all right, keep it cool, because they were reading the names right. It was like Paulo, like kind of da 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 da, and then at the end we like clapped and stuff like, but we both just kind of knew, you know what I mean? So we were like, yo, like what? Cause bro, since we were in like maybe middle school, high school, we were like, yo, imagine like we got on different teams and like played against each other or whatever, you know? So,
Yeah.
the coach is like, all right, guys, like, we're gonna practice on Sundays and let's be ready because our first scrimmage is against, on Sunday. And
That's so funny. Cause are you on the team?
no, I'm not. They cut me last year.
That's so dumb.
Yeah. And I will say it might have been because I told the people I was like, hey, I can't really commit to this, like coming to practices and stuff, just because like my schedule and everything. Um, but anyways, yeah. So we went up to the coach after, and we told him, we're like, yes, I'm not Paulo. I go to a different school, and he was like,
How old are you?
oh, like, and then he was like, why don't you play for your school? And I was like, well, like, I don't know, they didn't take me last. And he was like, bro, I know Michael. Like that's the coach. Like I can call Michael right now and talk to him for you. And I was like, do that, bro. Um, but yeah, so then like,
It's nice of him.
right, yeah. We did that, right? And then we were just like, we're happy. Like I was really happy, really proud of myself. Like, that after like all like that day that was just like bad. Like I still and I wanted to, I wanted to like have this previously. And it came to me when I didn't want to go hang out like with my friends, right? I just wanted to go. I was tired. I didn't want to go. I went and I stayed. And then we ended up at this practice. And then at the end we were just running back to like his dorm. Like we were just like running like, there's this nice long uh like not a hallway but like it's an open area with buildings on the sides, and then they have banners through there. So we hit like a little victory like run like through that thing, and
Oh,
we're like, dude, let's go. Like that's insane. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Um so anyways, I'm gonna play for our school, and then hopefully I play against him and his team. You know what I mean? Because
That's
I played with them. It's like I know his team now basically.
gonna be like, yo, wait, isn't that him?
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And
So you wanna make this a film?
yeah, because
This
like
would actually be a good film.
exactly. Like all of
Well, it
my
sounds like an anime episode.
right, all of my
Haiku.
like life stories go like this, and I'm like, these are great stories, great films. But then in my head I'm like, I can't just take that and just make it a story.
Yes, you can.
Exactly, you can. But yeah, like the whole
Right,
thing,
what you know.
and I realized it. You remember when we did STDs and you were like, why didn't you make the whole backstory of the film instead of like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when it hit me. I was like, wait, you're right.
For real though.
Like actually like, so yeah,
I
I'm just
mean, I
gonna
still like those CDs.
yeah, it was cool. But it's like the backstory is better.
Yeah.
For sure. The backstory is way better. And this is good too. But like I'm imagining, right? Like if we're gonna turn this into like a film, like one, the most important scene there I think is that beginning where we're just throwing the volleyball around innocuously, if I use
Hmm.
that right. And then Abdul's like, are you okay? And then I admitted I was like, nah. I think that's important. I think the side things like doing the audio project, and then just like walking, like I'm just thinking of like these nice like wide shots of just existing there, kind of, you know what I mean? Like
Stuff
where,
like
huh?
I like stuff like that.
Right, where you're just like in that space. And that's why I like these noir films, because there's just a space there, and there's so many people that just have these stories that they're just walking through them.
Facts. Alright, rate it.
I did, I just told it to you. That's it, it's written. Okay, the jig is up. I was recording this whole time.
Were you actually?
Yeah. You're gonna be
Since when?
you're gonna be episode 2 on the podcast.
Well, I wasn't ready.
No, you did like, fantastic.
I
You didn't
didn't
even say
say
much. I was just telling you the story, and
I didn't say anything because I've been drawing this whole time.
oh what? Wait, show the drawing.
No.
Show the what? It's part of the podcast.
Well, it's not done and I don't like it.
Oh my gosh. We can't get a taste?
No, we cannot get a taste.
But no, so you know when I took that big like pause, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get water.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I set the camera up and I set the mic up and everything.
No, it was funny because I was literally thinking, when are we doing the podcast? You can't put this out because I wasn't ready and I was being boring.
Okay, let's shift. Phase 2.
Oh my God.
It's your turn. Say something interesting immediately on the spot.
I don't have anything interesting. Did you record me talking about my haircut?
No, but now I did.
Ugh. I don't want to talk about that yet.
Yeah, I need a photo of you for the cover as well. No, did you see the one that I put up for Sam?
Yeah, I thought it was cute.
Right, yeah, give me one like that.
I don't have any cute pictures.
Alright, don't worry about it then. But
Wait, yes I do. Wait, I can send one.
mhm.
It's when my hair used to be good.
But you have to send it now. So the whole point of this is when I get to doing this in person, I want to do this and like take a photo. Like I just got a Polaroid. Hold on. Where is it? I got this Polaroid, right?
Mhm.
And well, first, so I managed to fuck up 8 photos. I didn't take off the dark like cover, or the dark cover didn't come out, right? So I took 8 photos. I used the battery up on the film, and then none of them were exposed ever.
The
However,
Polaroid?
yeah. However, I had another batch of 8 photos which I tested, and I managed to get one good one that I liked out of the 16 total. And what I want to do is each time someone comes onto the podcast, I want to take a photo with a Polaroid and then put it up on the background that I have. Like that was the whole purpose of the background, is to put all the photos up on there.
Okay.
However,
That was cute.
right. But however,
Sorry, I'm trying to find a picture of you.
no, yeah. Don't worry. Just take one now. You gotta take one now.
No, I don't look good.
Well, no, but that's the point because when I did the podcast with Sam,
They're not gonna know. They're not gonna know.
no, no, because now I'm talking about it, so they're gonna know. So I did the podcast with Sam, and I was just like,
You gotta use
like
this one.
I need a photo immediately, and then she sent me a photo. What is that? I can't use that.